His story's incredible, and he's going to tell you how dance changed his life.
I was married, and I don't know if you're familiar with the disease Huntington's chorea, but my wife was diagnosed with that in like 2004 or so. And Huntington's, it's 100% terminal, and your children have a 50% chance of getting it. And what it does, it attacks the cells going into the brain. There's a buildup of protein in there, so impulses do not get to your brain, and obviously the brain controls everything.
So it affects the nervous system.
Right, nervous system, everything, eating, bathing, whatever.
Right.
And it's slowly,
Oh.
it slowly kills you.
Yeah.
We would never have anyone come in the house. She would not allow anyone come in to help her, so I was just taking care of her. And I heard that the Kansas City Jazz Band is going to be playing at over in Kansas City, Kansas Community College.
Okay.
So I'm on the phone with this lady. She says, well, come early, John, because there'll be some dancing. Well, it's a college. I figured there'll be some college kids dancing.
Sure.
So I was more interested in watching them dance than the jazz concert. I just fell in love. It was just unbelievable.
Something just took a hold of you.
It did.
Yeah.
I'll come into the studio on Monday. So I go to the studio. Why am I going to the studio? I don't dance. Now, one thing I didn't say, this was during my 72nd trip around the sun.
Right.
Louis was there. He says, well, you dance, you'll have a lesson with my daughter. I said,
Yeah, so
okay.
for those of you who don't know, Louis Barr is my father. So that is the connection to how
Right.
then John and I met. So he said, have a lesson with my daughter,
Right.
which was me.
So we had 2 lessons.
So we also have to say that you are someone who appreciates the signs like that. When the universe is trying to talk to you, that's very important. And I think that a lot of people, maybe they see those things, but they don't necessarily think of them as taking action with them.
Right, but it
And-
just seemed like I was supposed to be there.
Right,
For
it
whatever was
was
coming. I had
connecting
no
for you.
idea. So I was not looking to dance.
Right.
Like later on, people say, well, I guess you're living your dream. I said, no, that was never my dream to be a dancer.
It sounds like
So-
maybe you were looking for companionship.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure I wasn't a burden on my kids. In fact, I didn't tell them
that's
for
good.
quite a while that I was taking ballroom dancing lessons.
What would they have said?
They were happy I was doing it because they didn't have to worry about Dad going to a bar or sitting home doing nothing.
The overlap and the transition in your life, I mean, we looked at your calendar, how it was,
Oh, it's
you had
unbelievable.
lost all your friends, you had lost, the person that is closest to you, that you fell in love with, that you were married for how long?
50 years.
50 years. And now you find something that allows you to keep going, and the universe is saying, there's something else after this. Life is not over for you,
Right.
it's just because it's over for her. Right? And I think that's huge,
Oh, yeah.
because I think this is such a relatable thing
Well,
for so many
that-
people
you
that are
get it-
losing a spouse or losing
Yeah.
a loved one.
But you get into that and sometimes you think, gee, I'm having such a great time, so you feel guilty.
Ah, that's a good point.
But then you think, yeah, but I have my children,
Right.
so I got to think of them, so you want to be strong for them.
Sure.
So then you think, well, I should have had more patience. So if you think about it, then you get yourself depressed too much, so it's trying to do a balance.
It's just a hamster
Yeah.
wheel, yeah.